absolute casserole. Absolute casserole. Casserole.
You can go and clean yourself up if you want.
Thanks, Alex.
Where do all the bad colours go when they break the law? They get sent to prison.
The conversation hat started in about...
Now. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. It is live.
Hello.
Hello. Oh my god, I am so disorganized. This is going to be a cavalcade of nonsense, which is at least on brand for us. I mean, for starters, there's two Bens. There's a Ben on top of Ben, which is not right.
That fully depends on your viewpoint.
Picture-in-picture Ben. Can you get your picture to do something without the inner picture doing it? No. That's a firm no. Okay, we'll just close him.
I don't know how you'd expect me to do that.
Neither do I. Hello, Disappointed Dragon. Wonderful to have you here. Yes. Daylight savings is absolute bull. I don't know why we have that still in...
It's to save daylight.
Yeah, but it doesn't, does it? Like, we'll just keep it this time of year all year round. At what point is it helpful to be darker earlier? Because the sun sort of does that already. Like, I don't...
We do set daylight savings to wake up, to get up early, to get more sun.
Yeah, so keep it that way the whole year round.
But then you get less sun when the Earth flips.
When the Earth flips.
Yeah.
I would love for you to carry on.
So, the Earth flips because it does this. That's how it goes around the sky and the sun, as the sun is going hurtling through space. So as it flips,
yep,
that's where you get summer and winter. Close the sun, further from the sun, close the sun, further from the sun.
Right.
So that's why you want more sun during the summer, because it's warmer during the day in the summer. So you want to enjoy that. And then in the winter, you want more light, so you can look out the window and see how miserable it is.
But does the hour actually affect, like, people on the ground day to day? Because it was for farmers.
The society does, yes.
Society does. You think society cares more about the hour of extra daylight than it does about having to remember to change the fucking clocks twice a year?
No, but whilst time is a human construct, it's also a thing of how social works. So you can't be like, we'll wake up at sunup. We open at sunup every day. There's not a sunup button on your watch, or if there was, it'd probably be designated a number. And they'd be like, right, sunup is 6. We open at 2 past sunup. Or 8 o'clock.
2 past sunup. I sort of prefer that, because then we don't, you know, let's have a meeting. Okay, when should we meet? When we're hungry. Grand. I'll see you tomorrow. Like, I want more chaos in my life, I'll be honest.
No, I can't stand it. Mum always, when I'm meeting up with Mum and stuff, I have to give her, not a shouting at, but a stern point and a slightly louder voice. Yeah. Which is, I'll come pick you up. What time? At lunchtime? No.
No. Use numbers.
Because you've turned up, you've said lunchtime before, and that's been 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
You've also turned up at lunchtime and said it was 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
We've had lunch at 1 o'clock, so 10:30 cannot be lunchtime.
No. No, lunchtime is movable. What you want to do is, because I think older people as well, they live life much more fluidly, in terms of, like, you know, especially when you're retired and such, or when one of you is retired and the other one still has weekends, which we as millennials do not have. It's much more like, well, come over in the morning. Yeah, come over in time for a cup of tea. Fantastic. I know exactly when we're going to leave the house to get there in time for a cup of tea. Done. Nailed it. Winning. We don't have that. We need specific numbers, because we have to then go make money for the rest of the day.
Well, that's the thing. Come over in time for a cup of tea. In time for what?
Yeah. My first cup of tea.
If you're leaving at 2, then get there at 1. That's enough time for a cup of tea. Get sorted. Get gone. But like right. Lunchtimes on bank holidays and Easter. Easter's coming up. Fuck Easter.
This is unplanned chat, by the way. This is what the live streaming in its most raw sense is all about. Anger
No
over
one
things that don't matter.
Understands when lunchtime is.
No.
Lunchtime is up to you. So give a time, put a number on it.
Yep.
Bank
Incredible.
holidays never affected me.
No, never heard of them.
Oh, it's a bank holiday on Monday. Get fucked. I work in service.
Yes.
I do retail and service industry. I don't get that. And Easter, would you like to come over for Easter next year? No one knows when that is yet.
No. You're going to have to tell me when it's a day. Pick a Sunday. Doesn't matter. Jesus wasn't real. So, it doesn't matter. Disappointed Dragon. Of course, as a security guard, right, DD in the chat here has said, as a security guard, he would have to do the occasional 9-hour shift. But sure, you'd get the occasional 7-hour shift. Huh? Bet those were great. I bet you felt no difference, to be honest,
but
when it's 7 hours.
You would also need to be told whether you were doing a 9-hour or a 7-hour. You can't be like, you're doing a shift and you make it up. That's what lunchtime is to mothers.
Yes. That's what... Now, we're going to take this all the way to the Crown Court. You can't do daylight savings time because that's what lunchtime is to mothers.
That's what lunchtime is to
That's
mothers.
what lunchtime is to mothers. Well, that's really stupid. Ben, how are you?
I'm okay.
Wonderful.
I'm adjusting to the saving of daylight.
Yeah?
All of my clocks and watches have been appropriately changed, apart from my alarm clock.
Neat.
So
Neat.
when I woke up this morning, it was actually this afternoon, and I
Yes.
was late.
Yes. I think all of the clocks in the hut are digital. Just checking my Fitbit. I mean, it's broken anyway, so that's fine. We have one analog clock, but it sometimes just stops. So it truly is the worst. So we set it. Yesterday we finally got around to because I've got to lean and reach. I have to do 2 maneuvers in order to reach this clock, and I'm a lazy piece of shit. So I had to grab for this thing, and I put it to the correct time, and then stood back to admire my handiwork, and I was like, this is what it means to be a man in 2023, doing the bare minimum, and then taking much longer than the task took to admire my handiwork. And then the clock was just stopped. It just had completely stopped. So the clock was right, and has then stayed there. It was so confident that it was right that it has stopped.
Well, a stopped clock is right at least twice a day, or at least once a day. If
That's
it's a
true.
digital one.
It hasn't been right. It's only been right once in the near infinite opportunities to be accurate that it's had since I set it. It is near infinite because you can't divide time. Therefore, it has to be. Don't worry about it. I don't care enough to defend this point. It's fine.
Because you can't divide time.
You can't divide time.
That's days, hours, minutes, seconds.
And then what's smaller than a second?
A nanosecond.
Isn't it milli then nano?
You didn't say which was incrementally next. You said what is smaller.
Exactly. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. It really doesn't matter to me. That cup is too big.
And then there's the tick of the universe.
Disappointed Dragon says, and I'm going to say this how I read it, a femtosecond. Just how long it takes to notice there's Vimto. Does Canada have Vimto?
Everybody has Vimto. Vimto is endless.
Vimto is... You can't divide Vimto. It's impossible.
My cup is big.
They're very large. Did an Easter egg come in it?
Wondered what that was.
It's the egg cum.
But somehow living in a house with so many people, and cups and forks are the things that we have in abundance.
Okay.
Someone's hoarding them.
Oh, neat. Is it you?
Because no. I have 2 cups in my room.
Right.
Neither of them are mine.
Uh-huh.
My Attack on Titan ones, and my Dungeons and Dragons mug. Don't know where they're gone.
They've just gone.
So I'm now what a shame, I have to drink bowl-sized cups of coffee.
Vimto is a kind of fruity drink.
It's a kind of meat.
There's a brilliant TikTok from years that I might have to dig out, but I also don't know what to search in order to find it. So I just won't. A girl's making her dad a cup of tea, and she's made it in a bowl because her dad has a habit, I guess, of overreacting to really innocuous things. So she's like, if I make him a cup of tea in a bowl, he's going to say something wacky. So she hands the dad the bowl of tea. She's like, "Hey, Dad, is that too milky?" Now, I don't know where this father is from, but it's not the same place as this girl, because the dad's response is, "Milky? Too bowly." And that's exactly what it sounds like, because I have practiced that.
Maybe
Often.
too bowly.
Too bowly. Milky?
Too bowly.
Too bowly. So now anytime me and Laura do anything with milk, it's like, "Is that too milky?" "No, too milky. It's too bowly."
Oh, that's fun. It's
a
nice
lot
to have
of fun.
family activities.
It is fun to be alive and drinking out of bowls. Okay.
Liam.
Hello, Ben.
How are you? How is it to be alive, drinking from bowls, or just being milky?
I am milky. Yeah, I'm okay. I was really sick. Again, that's, I think, one of the things about being self-employed is that when you're sick, you really can just sit in it for a week, and it's not the end of the world.
Don't sit in it. Wipe it off.
I'm gonna have a big vomit on the floor and then just roll around and make a puke angel. Look, when you have like a contract job where you actually need to show up and do stuff in person, the body seems to cope with illness a lot easier. And we spoke about this a million times, so apologies for repeating myself, but like when I worked in education, I and teachers and any staff that had the holiday break, so IT people and site staff didn't get the like regular half term, so they didn't have this. But everyone else, the second it was half term or the second it was Easter or summer or whatever, day one, everyone's sick. Everyone's sick. Sick for just long enough to get back to work when term starts again. And there's something really bizarre about the human body that like, if it knows actually it's really inconvenient to be sick right now, it will sort of not tell you it's sick, and you'll maybe just like feel like things are 10% harder, but you don't necessarily know you've got a cold, or you've got like an occasional cough, but that's it. But being a freelancer, even though I had stuff to do, and even though, man, I had to rearrange 2 weeks worth of stuff, and even now I'm still not properly feeling myself. It was damn it, I lost my train of thought. It was super inconvenient.
See, this is what happens when you're ill.
This is what happens.
You need to rest.
And I've also lost that hour of sleep. No, I do need to rest, but what happened was I managed to successfully rearrange an entire week's worth of stuff, and then it was like, okay, now I can concentrate on being ill. I can really nail this being sick business. So that I consequently had like a 2-day long fever dream, and then I woke up and was like, that's better. Tried to stand up. Nope. No, it's still pretty bad. So I'm now on, this is 2 weeks and 3 days. I still don't have like my proper energy level back. I'm still like, if there's something I can rearrange, I will, but there's also things like, most of what I do is client-based work in marketing and like video editing and stuff. So normally what happens is I get paid to do a certain number of hours a month for each individual client. Sometimes it's literally I do occasionally have clients that are like, I just need 3 hours a week for a bit. I should be doing more work, but if you charge people £50 for an hour for those 3 hours, it's not so bad. So those sorts of things, it's like
Chat GPT to do it.
I actually do. Like, no, I probably sometimes. Okay, well, we can get to that in a second. What I'm saying is,
I was just undermining you.
Nah, fuck it, I don't care.
Like, oh no, it's all the AIs.
I actually charge you more because I have to turn my computer on for that one. So with client work, I can, 2 hours here on there. you know, if I knock back 2 hours because I know, so like, I mean, this happened this week. Like, I owed one client. I got to the 31st of March. I owed one client 2 hours, and I was like, well, I'm actually working with them for 4 hours tomorrow on April the 1st. So actually, I know that that's not the end of the world, because then I'm gonna already be in those next hours. So, you know, but it kind of got to a point where it was like, I haven't done any work for any of these clients all month, so I sort of need to sit there and just sweat my way through as much as I possibly can. It was gross. ChatGPT, if you
need a fever, workload of cold.
Yeah, work through it. Just pile drive it. Work through it.
Yeah, pile drive that cold.
DD gets the same. Sick on vacations. It's a pain in the ass. I am ChatGPT. If you work in, so let's say I want to write some tweets or some sort of social post to promote an event that I'm doing.
You do you.
I need to, if I tell ChatGPT, if I write one social post that's like, you know, it's got all the keywords, the words are in the right order, it's enticing, I know what image is going to go with it, etc., etc. It's the perfect post. I can then say to ChatGPT, hey buddy, I need you to write 10 variations on this thing. This is your word limit. These are the keywords. These are things that, like, you can swap in and out. And then
here's the ingredients. Here's the requirements. Make thing go.
So it's literally, it just saves me time, because that's the thing that I could sit there and think, okay, well, if I swap this word out for these other words, I then have 10 variations, and then I just need to write them down, and that's job done. But if I just get a computer to do it for me, it's going to do it slightly better, possibly, but it is going to do it a lot faster. So yeah, no, I outsource to ChatGPT very occasionally. Not for everything. It's definitely not good at everything, and you definitely have to give it quite a lot of information. So it's not like Joe
sometimes
average.
it's as much work to put the stuff in as it is just to do it yourself.
That's the thing, yeah, and that's all about the balance. And there's certain tasks that I found that actually it's not worth me feeding this much information, because in that time I could have just done it.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the thing. But no, I do use ChatGPT. I don't think that makes me a criminal at all.
See, I didn't think it did either until you said it.
No.
It's the hanging cadence you left.
Yes.
I haven't broken any crime.
I haven't broken any crime. Laws, though. Oh boy, smashy, smashy. Yeah, I think that's pretty much a good update on where we are. So I'm like, I've not quite got my energy back, which is maybe why the start to this stream was a tiny bit rocky. But hey, you didn't notice. It's fine.
It's not like we leant into it and had a discussion for 15 minutes.
No. 15 minutes of excuses is still 15 minutes of content, isn't it?
Speaking of content, guess what we did yesterday, Liam?
I know exactly what we did, Ben.
Tell me and
Tell you.
And
you were there.
Dee and everyone else who is watching and interested.
We want to see something together. We watched a film.
We did.
It was on the big screen.
Film together at the cinema bar.
On the big screen.
On the big screen.
Yes.
I also learned that Liam and I have different. You booked the tickets, didn't you? You picked the seats.
Okay. Yes, no, I did. That's true.
Liam and I have different. I didn't want to say this yesterday because it's been a long time since I've sat right at the very back of the cinema.
Okay.
I normally go
fine. Yeah.
Around the middle bit, you know, when there's the chunk of seat, there's the screen, and then there's the chunk of seats, and then there's a row. I like to be about here because no one's ahead of you.
Okay.
And it's acoustic, and that feels good. We were sat right up at the back.
We were at the back.
And my seat was in front of all the stairs, and I've never sat in that seat before. But was I nervous?
Yeah, if you were just slightly wet, you could have slid all the way down.
Gently, not even having to look down at all, but just there's an awful lot of steep right in front of me.
So, thing is, okay, so there's a few things to unpack here.
We've not even said what film we went to go and see, but that's not
We'll
important.
get to
right
it.
now.
We'll get to it. Because the second we do that, we might have to say, hey, spoilers. So if we can belay that bit and just talk about cinema for the moment.
Do like a good belaying.
Belay. That's what chickens do to eggs. They belay them.
Liam, would you like to hear a joke?
I think you know that I do.
Why are chickens so funny?
Why are chickens so funny, Ben?
Because!
That's my joke. You piece of shit. You piece of shit. How dare you? And it's like, not only is it my joke, it's one of the only jokes I've ever written that is like actually a joke that normal people would enjoy.
Did you come up with that?
I think I did.
I don't know if you've ever told me this. I saw it. I saw a 3-year-old say it on Instagram.
Oh, damn. Okay. Maybe I did steal it from a 3-year-old then. Fine. Okay, there is only one joke that I've ever written then.
I've come up with jokes before and people have gone, oh, you stole that off thingy. I went, no, I came up with it yesterday. And then someone's shown me a clip from 5 years ago with a well-known comedian doing it. People could invent the same thing.
You can... So I used to write jokes on Fiverr. I unlocked my Fiverr to do a single job for a client recently because it was a huge job and it was quite a lot of money. And I forgot how much of the money Fiverr take off of you, but still, never mind. So I did this really big job and they wanted 100 jokes, which is a lot. 50 jokes to tell your girlfriend and 50 jokes to tell your boyfriend. They need to be, broadly speaking, non-erotic, basically family friendly. So I started writing
it's around
jokes.
Then when I became a lot less useful.
Yes, I wrote a lot of rude ones and it was like,
I can do politically incorrect fuck jokes that aren't meant for family.
fuck jokes. I also, my sense of humour is a little weirder than most normal people, so I only put in like a couple that I think are kind of a little on the lines of like, what? Rather than, haha. What I discovered was I got to about the halfway point, so I wrote 50 jokes, 25 of each, and then started struggling. So what I normally do is I start looking at similar blogs, not to like steal ideas, but to see if there are any kind of common threads that can be explored in a new way, and also to see if there are any jokes that like I have come up with that other blogs already have. And if there is a joke that I've come up with independently that every blog seems to have in some way, like the phrasing's always different, but it's essentially the same joke. Mm-hmm. And there are only luckily a couple for this one, but like it is entirely possible to come up with jokes that are original to you. It's an original thought process that you've gone through to develop a joke, but actually another person has gone through the same rabbit hole. But that's fine, because that means that this is a joke that is like fundamental to the human experience and it's relatable because other people have made jokes about it. We were talking about the cinema. Now, thing number one about the cinema is me and Laura, we tend to sit at the back, and the reason we tend to sit at the back is because our eyesights are both kind of fucked in separate ways. And we went to see a contemporary movie rather than something at the very end of its run that no one actually wants to see. That is a very large theatre that we were in. We are normally in a theatre about the quarter of that size. So when you sit at the back, you are not that far away from the screen because there's like 4 of you in there. So I think, like, yeah, if I'd noticed that it was actually the huge screen, I would have maybe gone like slightly more central. The other thing is that I was sort of intending to sit on that seat that you were in, Ben, so I can stretch my big leggies out.
Oh, well, you sat down before. You went in first.
Yeah, no, I did. I forgot. It's the other thing that happened. The final thing that happened is that I forgot I was
didn't
tall.
remember.
Didn't remember. Do our theatres have lazy boy recliner seats? The theatre.
Not the ones that Liam books.
No.
Not the cinema that Liam goes to. The one I go to, yes. They never work for me.
I don't like those chairs for the reason DD said. It makes it very hard to stay awake. because they're so very cozy.
No, I don't have that issue. I understand that is an issue because you do if you do get into that position, then you can. But I've never fallen asleep in the cinema.
Yeah. I also don't want to. I want to go to the cinema that's 10 minutes up the road, not the cinema that's like 20 minutes up the road. So.
Okay, I mean, I'm not sure.
That's just
yes, there is 10 minutes.
Lazy.
I guess for you, yes, it's an extra 10 minutes up the road. For me, it's an extra 2.
Yeah, I suppose. Ben lives 8 minutes away.
I do.
As a crow flies.
But like, yeah,
Which
I like
they
the
do.
recliny lazy boy ones, but I've also had several bad experiences with them. Like going and sitting and them not working, or
right.
I think it was the second Fantastic Beasts movies that I went to go and see, and now I biffed it because I wanted to sit right up close to the screen.
Yeah.
Because I want to see, indeed, I want to look up and see all of the thing. But I looked at the thing wrong, so I got the furthest back.
Yes.
The seat was broken, so it wouldn't recline, and the light that goes on when you press the button was always on and right in my face somehow.
The light that goes on when you press the button.
You press the button to move the seat,
Oh.
and a little blue light comes on to show that you're pressing the button. That blue light was just forever on.
And it wasn't a situation where you could just move to a different chair?
No.
Okay.
Because it was all booked and they were all full.
I mean,
it
really,
was very irritating.
The mistake you made was going to see the second Fantastic Beasts movie, really. But...
It was, yeah. But, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that it was bad because I had a poor experience because of my seating fiasco.
But it also wasn't
bad
wasn't very good. Yeah. I think with an ideal seating situation, it would have been much the same.
But I might have been less angry.
That's true. Hey, Ben, what film did we go see yesterday?
The film we went to go and see yesterday
was
the 2020...
Oh, he got cut off by a modem.
So that was fun.
It was fun. I loved it. You also looked like a train robber when you put that up. Ah, there he is. Careful. Careful, banditos.
We went to go and see...
Jesus. Will we ever tell you what we went to see?
Dungeons and or Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. Dungeons and Dragons we went to go see.
Dungeons and Dragons.
With Chris Pine and Michelle Rodriguez and other people. Justice Smith.
Several. Yeah.
And Hugh...
Fernley Whittingstall.
Grant.
Not Hugh Fernley
Grant
Whittingstall.
Fernley Whittingstall.
Hugo Weaving, Red Skull, and Elrond.
Yes, we went to go see a film. What did you think of the film, Liam?
Hard to tell, man. It was so far away.
It was pretty far
And
away.
it was so very stationary in my chair with no risk of falling at all. No, I really liked it. I was prepared to be hugely disappointed. The previous Dungeons and Dragons movies, you know when you say a film is of its time?
Yes.
And normally that means, the writer is a racist. Or, Tolkien didn't know how to write women because he met 2 of them ever. You know, that sort of thing.
I'm going to, just as devil's advocate, sometimes it is... sometimes I think we could look at things being of their time as a, look how far society has come in this amount of... Like, Little Britain...
Yeah,
seems to be my go-to thing because everyone, as far as I'm aware, I know social media wasn't about that much, but everyone in the country loved that. That was peak British comedy.
You're right.
Nothing
it was.
had been funnier.
Fucking hell,
Everyone
I fell.
enjoyed
Are you
it.
kidding me? Yeah, there's still elements of it that I really stand up in general.
But like 3 or 4 moments now, opposed to 2 seasons.
And every couple of years, we lose like an entire other episode of Little Britain.
I think we've lost almost.
I think so.
All of Little Britain's gone now, apart from I Fell.
But well, even that is like I don't want to get into semantics here, but like you could say that's bad because it could be interpreted as ableist because the person the joke is in a wheelchair. But the thing is, they're not actually in a wheelchair. It's a grey area, and I don't like grey areas. I find them confusing. I don't like nuance. I like good and bad. I like punching up.
That shows that those jokes were funny at the time.
Yes.
And again, using the words accept, I'm going to say that was funny at the time and it was acceptable at the time.
Yes.
You know that I'm not saying that it was okay. We don't have to have that conversation again.
Yes, you're right.
So now, looking back at that and going, no, that could not be made. It's not on the telly. It's difficult to buy now, I think.
Yeah.
It's very hard to find because society has moved on. So sometimes it's nice to sort of go, that film is of its time, meaning society has progressed.
I thought your point was going to be sometimes it's nice to reflect and think about how far society has come. For example, now we know in the years between Little Britain and 2023, now we know that David Walliams is a piece of shit.
Very good children's author, though.
Yeah, and Jimmy Savile did a lot of charity work. What's your point? Impossible. Impossible.
Feels unfair.
Does it? We'll
compare
see.
Walliams to Savile, but I've not read Thing. There's a fly in my coffee. Fuck off.
Well, your coffee is so very large. That's only a matter of time.
I've not read any of Walliams' book and know very little about him. Yeah. I hope he's not fucking kids. I like Matt Lucas.
I like Matt Lucas.
They're still friends.
I like Matt Lucas. God damn it. Yes. So normally when we talk about films being of their time, it means that they're in some way problematic through a modern lens. The D&D movies are of their time because they're just kind of shit. I think the biggest of them, I think, came out in a period where Hollywood was just churning out bullshit films. Just like, here's another copy-paste, same actors, same costumes, same sets, just slightly different narrative, go, make more money, churn the wheel, make the butter, get the money from the peasants. So I mean of their time in that sense. It is nice to have a D&D film that actually feels like it exists for D&D fans. Now, I'm not a huge D&D fan. I have played a few campaigns. I have played a few roleplay games like D&D. I have. You can't stop me. I'm really into fantasy franchises in like a general sense. I'm more fantasy than I am sci-fi, for example. I didn't feel that it was especially fan servicey. I mean, they reference things like they reference Beholders. It's set in Neverwinter. Nice, they reference Baldur's Gate. There was sprinklings, but it never felt like, here's CGI Elrond. Ha ha ha. It didn't feel like that. It felt like
there were enough moments to world build and nod at the people who would know the things of the stuff.
And if you didn't know those things, if they reference like, oh, we've got an ambassador from Baldur's Gate and another one from Waterdeep, you can go like, ambassador, got it. That's all you need. But it would be weird to say, oh, the ambassadors are here, without going, are we in a Ferrero Rocher advert? Yes, I thought the humour of it was just right. I think there were maybe a couple bits that could have been snippier, but I'm also aware that I think my sort of bar for comedy is maybe higher than some people's. So for a general audience, I think it's probably fine. I think it did really well. I saw someone describe it as if someone made a film about the best D&D campaign you ever made, because I think it has all of the elements that you really want from playing Dungeons and Dragons in terms of like humor, creative problem solving from the party, not just solving problems by like, okay, well, we're all level 500 and we spent all of our gold on axes and potions, so now there's no way. What have you done?
I'm getting messages from Bing.
What?
I have just got messages from Bing, something that I've never used on my phone.
Chanandler Bing.
Hey, this is Bing. I'm here to help you. Brackets, smiley eyes. Ask me any type of question. Finding recipes with what's in your fridge, vegan restaurants in Cambridge, or drafting a story for curious kids.
What?
I'm an AI preview, so I'm still learning. Sometimes I might say something weird. Don't get mad at me. I'm just trying to be better. If you want to start over, type new topic. And if you want to give me feedback, just report a concern. Brackets, open hands. How can I help you today?
Okay, I'm going to throw that in the bin. You need a new phone.
I don't like this.
No, shocking. That's awful. Yeah, it's I don't know what that is. Just throw it away. The film has everything you basically want from a D&D game. I think creative problem solving being the number one thing, because D&D doesn't work on, oh, we have the most equipment, we've spent the most gold with the highest level, so we go beat up the thing because we know we are stronger than it. You have to be way more creative. You have to use your individual skills.
The plot points felt like something that would happen in a D&D game.
Exactly.
Oh, there's a big thing that needs to happen. What do we do? Do we go and do this? No, just do that. Okay, that worked.
Yeah. Do we want to stay spoiler free?
I mean, I just did.
Yeah, I
only gave away the ending.
I don't really feel the need to get into any specifics, because
There's nothing that would really spoiler. It's a good game. It's a good game. It's a good film. It does feel like someone, when I'm going to. It felt like they did create character sheets for the characters.
Yes.
Yeah. And I like that they went through that in varying levels of detail or not detail. Anything from, this is the guy that we know, to, I did this because of that and therefore this. And that's why I'm here.
It also avoided a lot of things that I struggle with inside of D&D, and I think, which is mostly to do with, hey, here's that 5th NPC you met in the first session a year ago. He wants his rubies back. And then everyone goes, who is this?
Rubies?
Yeah. What? What
I'll
rubies?
Take some rubies?
Don't you remember your first mission? No. Of course not. We have done things since then.
Why would
No
I?
idea. Well, if you give him the password, he'll let you keep them. Keep what? I do not remember. Because I bought goats that day, and then I got them blessed at the Church of Tyr, and then they wouldn't let me on the boat. They're all called Ruby. It doesn't do that. I suppose it's helpful because, like, unlike Theatre of the Mind, D&D, you have these characters in front of you, so there is actually only really one NPC. There's like a non-player character that comes in and out a little bit, the paladin guy with the little forehead tattoo.
I don't think you can call film characters NPCs and PCs.
Okay.
Because
you can in this example.
Play any of them.
No. So, but like
the actors,
the analog is there. So you've got the team of 4. The 4 main people.
There is your group, yes.
That is the party. Those would be players.
The dude that sort of pops up and then goes away and then pops up.
So, because that would either be a non-player character played by the DM, if it was an IRL game, or it would be the 5th party member who can only make every other.
To the games, because it's a different thing.
All I'm getting at is that there aren't a million characters to keep track of, which is a problem that we have sometimes in real life D&D. That was broadly my point.
True, but in real life D&D, it goes on for weeks and months.
That's also true.
Whereas this was like a tight 100 minutes.
Retail workers are NPCs, you're right, DD, but that doesn't mean you can be mean to them.
Fuck you!
You don't work in retail anymore.
Not
you work
anymore.
in service.
I quit spectacularly.
Yeah.
You did. I enjoyed it as a film. I found myself thinking that it was like it didn't go too hard one way or the other. I imagined it like all sort of family members from kids to grandparents in that awkward phase between Christmas and New Year, This felt like a perfect movie to bang on that everyone would enjoy.
Yeah.
Everyone would get a bit of it because, again, like you said, they mentioned beholders, and the places that they mention will go, ooh, to anyone who knows them, or just sound like places to people who don't.
Yeah.
Same with the creatures or any mentions of stuff or background, whatever. I found myself looking forward to the next one.
Yeah.
They did a good job with this. I think they could do better, but there's nothing that I would necessarily say they did poorly or wrong.
Yeah, I'm in two minds. If cause are they going to make another D&D film?
I hope that they do, because I think the next one will be a good film. This was a nice film. It wasn't a bad film. It wasn't a good film. It wasn't great. But I think the next one they could up their game now the first one's come out, so they can figure out what needs tweaking, what needs ushing, what needs doing.
Yeah. Big fan.
Go see it. It's good.
Do it. It is actually. It's one of the few movies I've seen in person recently that is actually like definitely worth everyone's time. The other one is Cocaine Bear, which you've heard us talk about before.
Yes, and Elizabeth Banks is up for doing a Cocaine Shark. Did we talk about this last month?
I feel like we did.
I feel like we had an argument about how a shark would ingest cocaine.
DD is excited for Mario. Can I share something that really irks me?
Is it Chris Pratt?
Oh,
the
born-again Christian that refuses to take care of his disabled son? Yeah, no, I do dislike Chris Pratt. Yes. And he refuses...
Right, no, shut up. We're talking about films.
No, it matters to me. You can't separate the art from the artist.
Don't ruin everything in my life, Liam.
I'm not ruining everything.
I like Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's a mistake.
You're a mistake.
Yeah, no, I was. I full-on was.
Ruin everything for everyone ever.
You wouldn't give birth to my brother and be like, oh yeah, nailed it, let's have another, would you? I'm definitely a mistake. Let's not worry about that.
I will take my headphones out if you continue ruining things for me. It's Sunday morning. I don't need things fucked up.
It's the Lord's Day of ruining. He's a fine actor.
No, he isn't.
He's
not.
But
I like Guardians of the Galaxy. There's a tree and there's a raccoon. I don't need you bringing real world shit into my escapism and fucking it up.
The new Guardians has a space otter, so
it does.
I probably will go see
and
it.
I don't need you telling me that it's a paedophile.
Otters are actually incredibly rapey.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for that.
Something that really bothers me about contemporary cinema.
Rapey otters.
I'm just going to replace Ben's face with a slightly happier Ben. Oh no, he's much angrier. Oh no, he's doing the same face. God damn it. Samesies. Something that really irks me about modern cinema, especially, I think it's possibly more overt in trailers, is where you take a franchise like Mario, for example. Now, Mario has several pieces of music associated very strongly with the brand. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that single line melody, we're going to play it 500 times slower on a glockenspiel, and then we're going to have Hans Zimmer brass blasts underneath it. Cinema. I hate it. Because it's exactly this. They do it for everything. Anything that has a discernible melody associated with the brand, they do it, and it just grates on me, because it's like, try harder.
I know you've not seen Violent Night, but the music in that is fantastic.
Yeah.
And Eight-Legged Freaks.
Oh, like
almost all of the music in that, or at least 90% of the music of that, is Incy Wincy Spider.
But here's the thing: you can take a motif like that, and you can do all sorts of magical things to it. You can invert it, you can play it backwards, you can play it so slowly it's not discernible as that original melody. You can put it in different instruments, so it sounds kind of weird. This is not that. This is not taking an idea and iterating it throughout the course of a 2-hour movie in interesting ways, because you have to be creative because it's a long-ass film. This is like really low effort cinematic. Here's day one of trailer scoring school. We're just going to take the thing, we're going to play it on a moody instrument, and we're going to put unnecessary horn blasts underneath it that, guess what, Hans Zimmer didn't even do, because he has a lab of Hans Zimmer clones that he gets to do things for him that he doesn't have to pay, and he shuts them in a cupboard and he doesn't feed them. He used to be my hero, now I hate him. What do you want, Ben?
There's a lazier way of doing things.
Oh, always. Always.
What you do is you get Bonnie Tyler's I Need a Hero, and instead of creating a trailer that works around that song,
Yes.
you just cut bits and stick them in
Yeah.
over each other to ruin the song to anyone who knows it. And then when the bits are really janky and they wouldn't fit together, just put an explosion or someone shouting something, and then you start the bit again.
Yeah. They
do that 18 times.
You can do that 18
in a 2-minute
times.
trailer.
What was that the trailer for?
That was for Super Mario. That's the most recent Mario trailer. Somehow,
Oh, really?
making the Mario movie look fun and watchable and enjoyable, apart from Chris Pratt not sounding like Mario whatsoever. Everyone else sounding like everything else, apart from Chris Pratt being the main fucking character.
Yes.
It made me not want to see the movie.
That's another trend in trailer, and it is more trailers than it is movie. I think trailers need to have a long, hard walk off a cliff. The other thing that they do, and this is what they did in the Guardians trailer, was you take some classic rock song that's possibly out of copyright, you isolate the vocals and maybe the guitar riff or two, and then you put an unnecessarily, again, Hans Zimmer Inception score horn blasts underneath it with fucking Rainbow Since You've Been Gone over the top. And it's like, I feel like it's Led Zeppelin's fault. I feel like they did that to Immigrant Song a few times in Thor, and everyone went, we're doing that for everything. Get me licenses to...
Funny?
Yeah, go on. I do.
So we went to go and see Dungeons and Dragons yesterday.
We did. That was positive.
Sammy was sat in between us.
Yes.
And on one side, she said this, on one side there was you, during the Guardians trailer, doing all of this. And next to her, there was me going, since you've been gone, since you've been gone.
One of us is the target audience.
There
but
was
which...
you complaining about everything, and then me going, yeah, the tree's got guns.
I was cussing it out. And then I went very silent and was like, okay, Space Otter. Fine. Yeah, no, that's what happened. Can you guess which of us is the demographic for this particular film?
Hello.
I can't wait till they do it, like... Because there's some really bad classic rock that I think they're going to eventually get to. And then what's going to happen is we'll reach a point where it's like, okay, it's classic rock by time alone, not genre. So, like, if you dare put Motley Crue in one of these situations, I'm going to shit myself. And then the entire cinema's going to be like, ugh. That's what's going to happen.
Man's covered in feces.
Not covered in, just from like the waist down.
Motley Crue's fault.
God damn it, Motley Crue! You kickstarted his heart to such a degree that he pooed.
That's how it happens.
It does not, Dr. Feelgood.
Liam.
I've started designing some Beatles album covers.
Liam.
Like
Okay, yeah.
Lance Corporal Paprika's Happy Lounge Jazz Trio. But who are the Beatles?
Are you happy with that?
I am. I actually am. Aren't you? Don't poo in cinemas. Great idea. I will not. Hey, Ben.
Shall we do Fall Guys?
Let's do Fall Guys. It's the only way to... We've got too divisive. We must come together with Fall Guys. How do I do this?
I mean, I'm also going to lunch later.
Yeah, Ben's got better places to be, if you can believe that.
I'm not saying that I necessarily have better places to be.
It does feel like that's what you're saying.
However, oh look, I can go kudos by completing kudos carnival kudos.
What?
I don't know what it does.
What are you saying?
I'm looking at the kudos things. I can get tokens.
Is that kudos or kudosh? Now we're here, and I've forgotten how all the buttons work.
Well, that's fine. You'll probably... I mean, let's be honest, that's not going to really affect you, is it?
No, I suppose
I'm saying that
not.
we're rubbish.
Yeah. No, I get that. We are. Hey, Ben, what did you eat most recently?
What are the star discs? I can pay kudos to get star discs, but I don't know what the star things do. There's nowhere to spend the star thingies. What's the star thingy?
Are you in the shop?
Is it XP?
No, it'll be a currency.
I don't know what it is. Why aren't you online yet, Liam?
Because it's
I could invite other
updating.
people to play with us. I have friend requests. Why didn't you update? Why you?
Because I updated Steam, but apparently Epic needed to update as well, which is one of the downsides of PC-based gaming, is that there are apps within apps now. At least with like PlayStations and stuff, you update the game and then it's ready, even if you do have to update it every day. Whereas like you can update it in Steam and there's another thing you need to do. Every day. No, hypothetically.
I update it maybe once a month.
Yes, is it the first Sunday of every month?
Yeah, it's around then.
Interdesting.
Since you've been gone, since you've been gone, I'm out of my head, can't think it. Do. Whoa, 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 do. Since you've been gone.
Rainbow have better songs.
They
have two better songs.
How do they go?
I can't remember. I don't care. Fuck Rainbow. Worst Deep Purple. Like what's halfway between Deep Purple and Whitesnake? Oh, it's Rainbow. Oh.
Medium pink.
Medium pink. Yes. Do you know that those are
a worm?
Do you know that those are the same band? Deep Purple,
What?
Rainbow, and
Whitesnake
Whitesnake.
and Deep pink.
They are more or less the same band. Because Deep Purple had.
Explain how.
Deep Purple had. I think their second singer was David Coverdale, who went on to form Whitesnake. I think the original singer from Deep Purple then went off to Rainbow, which eventually then had members of Deep Purple as well. And I think the other half went off to do Whitesnake. I think. Sort of. Yes. There you go. That's a half-baked music history lesson from memory. I'm just gonna... God, that's quite loud. Is there a way for me to make Fall Guys quieter without altering Ben's volume? Yes, I remember how to do that, because I'm a professional. Oh, hang on, it's just updating again.
I'm going to get a drink.
Do you dare? Do you bloody dare?
Ow!
From Bean to Legend. Wow. Kudos Carnival. What a kudos. There's stars. What are these stars? What do they do?
What are the stars?
I don't know. Okay, that audio is actually fine.
Are you in yet?
Yeah, I'm looking
Is
at
it
the
in
stars.
What do the
Is it-
stars do?
I don't know. How do I add a person? Open party. Tabitha. There we go. Pearson. I did it. I big bloody did it.
I invited you.
You invited me?
Yeah.
I do not see that.
And then I accepted your invite. More options. Ah!
There we
I
go.
don't want to enable voice chat.
You don't want to enable voice chat? No,
No, we're talking now.
we are talking now. Any more talking would be confusing. Gooey space slime. Oh, these are all hugely unnecessary. I don't want any of these. Sorry, I got distracted by whatever kudos are. I will stop looking at my stars thingy.
Don't stop looking at your stars.
Oh, I need to put you.
Find
Sorry.
stars. Meet your heroes. Spit on them.
Spit on your heroes.
Spit on your heroes.
Great advice.
I'm going to take one of my headphones out.
Oh no. Oh, crunchy, crunchy. Oh, it's the speed
Hear a
slider.
little bit of Paul, guys. I like this one.
Yes. I need to remember how to slip and slide on my tummy like an otter. Like a space
You jump
otter.
and dive.
Oh, that could be it.
Ba-da-ba-da-boo!
Oh, go away, Ben. There we are. Jump and dive. Nope, nothing yet. Nothing yet. There it is. It's Katal. Oh, I can't remember how to play this game.
Fifth.
What is going on?
Laters.
I'm so slow.
Oh, my face. Oh, no, my beautiful face.
Ah, I hit my head. Oh, it's E. Not Katal at all. I am not doing very well. What are we supposed to do?
Shabba-lam.
Race to the finish.
Slip and slide.
I'm having a terrible time, Ben. I'm not very slippy.
Glory!
Ah, why am I going faster?
I cheated.
You cheated?
Look, look at you go. You can jump over that bit and go. Never mind.
I don't think I made it.
Wow.
Ah!
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. Oh my god, that was embarrassing. Well, at least we get to watch
Wow,
Ben
there's
now.
only 40 of us. Yes, I'm here looking confused in my little kilt.
Here you are. Well done, you successfully wore a kilt.
Thank you.
Can you turn your volume up ever so slightly, please?
My volume, my speaking.
Your gain on your interface.
Ah, I could.
Okay.
Except I can move my laptop closer because I never actually plugged the interface in.
You never actually plugged the interface in.
No.
So we're not hearing you through a mic at all.
No.
Okay. That's why you're so quiet and grainy.
Don't insult me, sir.
Not
Thank you.
insulting. Just asking you to do the bare minimum.
Technically, this is the bare minimum because it's working, and I would have been required to do more stuff. I'm gonna just let everyone do this
Why?
because then they're out of the way.
Oh, I see. There's no way for me to adjust
Fuck.
the volume.
Go,
can do
go,
it.
gadget, Ben.
You can do it. Yeah.
See how successful I am. So successful.
You fell.
So successful.
You fell like an idiot.
Oh, I'm strong. Mighty. Yo. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you can do it.
Yes.
Nope. Fell through the world like an idiot. Oh, what a thing to happen. Oh no.
Final chance. Yes.
Oh. Oh yeah, look at that.
was lucky.
Very lucky.
Ah, there's two spots. I can either lose or try and circumvent everyone.
Yeah.
Bing. This is the one where we just stand around and hope everybody else kills everybody else.
Pretty much. I mean, ideally you'd walk out the way of any explosions that come your way.
It's not how it goes.
Maybe it should be.
Alright, we'll try it your way.
What, not getting exploded?
Yeah.
Yeah. You did it. You successfully exploded. You got anything big coming up this week?
Oh, he's got hit the button. Oh, he's gone. He's dead. He's down. I don't know, do I?
Ah, I was asking. Making conversation, innit?
I feel like probably. What am I doing this week?
Oh.
I don't know if I'm going to see any show. Oh no, I'm going to a wedding on Sunday.
Wow, is it yours?
It's not much.
You dickhead. Oh well. In fairness, that was going to happen sooner or later.
Thanks. I mean, that's hurtful.
You got there long. You did better than me.
Yeah, but
Don't yeah, but.
you failed at falling. I fell too well.
No, I failed at sliding because I'm an
Alright then.
imbecile.
Yes. I'm going to. Oh yeah, a wedding on Sunday.
Neat.
Liam, press the button.
I did. I was setting the audio because someone didn't keep their audio interface plugged in, despite it being permanently plugged
Shut
in.
up! Shut up! Shut up! No, because I had to do something else which required shut up.
Oh, I didn't realise it required shut up.
It did.
Wow.
So maintain. On Saturday, I'm going to go and see Carousel. I'm stewarding at Carousel, so I get to point at people and tell them to go to whatever seats I decide.
It's got nothing to do with what they bought.
Pretty sure that's what it is. Doesn't matter what it says on the tickets.
Tickets? Who needs them?
They do if they want to come in, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to tell them to go to the right place.
Yeah, you don't need to see their tickets. They need to get in the building.
Carousel with Vicky Jones, who has been in our podcast before.
Yes, recently.
She was on an episode in December.
Yeah, that's still pretty recent. I remember it.
I'm glad. What are we doing? Boinging?
We're going up. This is the one that I will not make it through because for some reason I'm just bad at this one. I can't seem to ever jump on the lily pads. There's no
Why?
reason for it. Or like I can't navigate myself once I'm on the lily pads.
Oh yeah, you just stay bumping your head against stuff.
Yeah, and I don't know why. Although that was pretty neat. That particular maneuver. This bit fine. Oop. Yeah, this is the bit where it all sort of falls apart. Yeah. Ass. Eh. Eh. Eh.
Whoops.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Oh my god, that took so long. Asshole. Asshole. Ah.
Whoops. I bumped into someone.
Yeah, you will do.
I met someone I did not expect. It did not comfort me.
Oh no.
Gandalf.
Grimdolph.
Oh, boing!
Big bloody boing.
I'm in. Where are you?
I'm not doing very well.
There you are! Do you have any control of your camera?
Camera, yes.
Do
Why?
you have any spatial awareness?
Yes. Why?
Yes, there we go, and now forwards.
Yes, thank you.
There we go.
Yes, your advice is perhaps not as helpful as you think it is.
Don't do that. Don't do the middle. Go
I mean,
down
there
the side.
truly is no point now. No, it's once I'm on the lily pad, once I'm bouncing, it feels like I have no control of what direction I go in.
You do?
No, I know that I do, but I know that I should do, but it seems that I don't.
You got to have the confidence in yourself.
I have so much confidence. I'm a white man. Like, I literally...
in which case, you just need to be better.
Right. It seems that I'm failing despite being a white man. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Now we get to watch Ben. Now we get to pass judgment on Ben.
Relative.
He'll probably win.
You could say that Elon Musk is a failure, whilst also being one of them all. I don't know if you count him as successful.
Financially?
Because it was his father. Well, no, I would,
Oh,
again...
I see what you mean.
Wouldn't say he was success because he inherited an emerald mine from his father.
Yeah.
So, you know, if I win the jackpot, I'm successful at lottery.
Yeah, but the
Not
lottery
necessarily
is...
successful at finance, even though I'm financially secure.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't... I think if there's anything
You wouldn't come
chance-based...
to me for business advice because I won as lucky dip.
No, totally, because it is chance-based, you're right. Yeah, no, I forgot he inherited everything. I assumed he just stole it. Which is one way to be financially secure.
Doing that, his dad probably did.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I don't know how one acquires an emerald mine, but...
I think you show up in South Africa with guns.
Given that it can't be bought at a shop, one would imagine that it's been nicked from someone.
Almost certainly.
This is now my land. Is what
would
Big Daddy Musk said.
Big Daddy Musk.
Big Daddy Musk, the old musky daddy.
Musk Daddy. Yay. Oh, nearly.
I don't know where to go, so I'm just going. Oh, that was handy.
That was easy. Good job.
I did know where I was going.
Yay, many success to you.
Thank you. Ben. What have you got planned for the... Yes, I'm going to a wedding and I'm seeing Carousel with Vicky Jones in on the Saturday, the day before. What are you doing this weekend? Or week?
I think nothing incredibly interesting or that I can disclose because of various NDAs. I'm going to go see the Ducks on Friday because it's the bank holiday. I'm going to go look at ducks. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. I gave myself the day off, so I'm going to go look at ducks. It's going to be quaint.
Fair. I do like ducks.
That's my way of reconnecting with nature.
I'm also going to the doctor's on Tuesday to have a checkup.
I'm going to the doctor's on Monday. Look at that.
For a checkup?
No, for a specific thing that I haven't... that I am supposed to have yearly appointments for and haven't done for a while. Because it's like, to be honest, the medicine works, so actually if I could have more, that'd be great. What do you mean come in for a checkup? I feel the same. Yeah, they still want to... Like...
I still haven't got my ECG results from 2019. So it'd be nice to find out if I'm healthy or not.
Yes, it would be nice to find out if you were healthy 4 years ago. It's like, do you want the good news or the bad news? The good news is that you were very healthy in 2019. The bad news, we have to do
a time limit of 6 months.
We have to do another test to see how you are now. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything like cool and exciting on the horizon. I don't think there's anything we can really disclose just yet. I'm filming a lot of stuff with our buddy Roman. I'm looking forward to that coming out over the course of probably the next 6 months.
What buttons grab?
Shift. I know that you don't have shift, so I don't know what you
no.
expected from me. Sergeant Honky 11. Jesus. It's there are going to be a million other opportunities to come film stuff with Roman. We're filming this week, for example. We're basically filming every single week. We should probably come up with a day for doing some podcast stuff.
Would be cool.
Would be handy. You busy on
Right,
Thursday?
let's see if you can do this
Oh,
without
I need to leave.
dying immediately.
Do what?
Liam, press the button.
I can't press the button because it's in the loading thing. Bean Hill Zone. I wonder what that's in reference to. The Bean Hill Zone.
Sonic?
Sonic. Could be Sonic. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come boy. Come boy. Come boy. Come boy. Come. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you want to record a podcast on Thursday?
Depends when.
I have 5 hours of work that I need to do, but those can be any hours of the day. As long as I do 5, doesn't matter. So I could do morning. I could do lunchtime. I could do the afternoon. I could do the evening. I could do the very early morning.
9.
You're working 5 to 9. That's truly all I needed to know.
Yeah, that's what I told you.
Thank you. Pen!
I let you just go for a while because I had messages to reply to whilst you were loading.
Yeah. Oh, really? Well, that's neat.
Something is vibrating in my house.
Ooh, lucky house.
I think downstairs is playing music again, and it's weird music that sounds like a phone vibrating every third beat.
Ooh, I used the wrong controllers. Haha. Idiot. I also forgot to jump because I'm not very good at games. Ow.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah. Although the point of games is to have fun, which I am currently doing, so that I truly have one.
Ow, ow, ow.
Too bad.
No, 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 no! Why am I stuck? Why is everyone past me? Fuck you! Fuck you in the horse!
In the horse.
Fuck you in the horse you came on!
Wow. Don't do that to a horse.
Do it to the horse.
I don't know if... Hey, I did it. I made it past the first round. I am a hero. Truly,
you are a hero.
I am a hero.
To me, to us, to us all.
That's unfortunate. Go Bean Hill Zone. Why do I keep going to... Oh, because StarCraft. I keep going to up, down, left, right because StarCraft. It's WASD. It's always been WASD. For as long as I can remember, I guess.
Are you okay?
No. No.
Oh, WASD, as in WASD. I thought you meant like it'd been pissed.
No,
Like
Ben.
it'd gone for a WAS.
No, Ben. Not in any way. WASD.
Okay.
Yeah,
WASD.
WASD. Here we go. Oh, we're next to each other.
Oh wait. Oh. Ooh.
Oh no.
Bye, Liam.
Bye bye. Bye bye, everybody. Oh no. Oh, no. I made a mistake. Yep. I know you can't see what's going on, Ben, so let me just update you. I am doing really well. Like,
I
so good.
assume that you're back at the beginning. Ah, no.
Yes, I am. That's true. Waiting patiently. No! Oh, okay. That's fine.
Waiting patiently for... No!
Yep. Huh. I did it.
I'm second.
Oh my god, how...
I come toothed.
I fell. I didn't realise there
Win,
were
done, win.
fans in the middle.
Win, Ben,
What?
go.
Win, Ben, go.
Win, Ben, win. Win, Ben, win. Ben, Ben, Ben. We're going to enjoy a delicious stick.
A delicious stick. Wow. Unbranded nutrient stick.
Paluski.
I will not, and you can't make me.
Okay, I'll just do it then.
Oh.
Liam,
What?
there's a crocodile.
There is.
Go! Oh my god, Liam!
What? What's wrong?
Don't be a... Oh, you're...
Huh. I did it.
Thank you, Callie Tom Tom. Stop the anus being an anus. Look at the little ice cream. Oh, goodbye, ice cream.
I hate how big this guy's hands are. The green guy. They're too
The
big.
green guy at the finish.
Um,
I'm watching the crocodile at the moment. He's going to let
No.
one person go past and then it's him.
the ice cream's having a
Yeah,
terrible
it's,
time.
It's these two.
Oh, there's a lobster here. That's too bad. Crocodile.
He's being an ass.
He is being... I'm going to report him.
How do you report?
You press P.
Quick. Report pump 2312. The Lost City legend.
Oh, wait. I'd love it if he didn't actually get in. Oh, no, he
So
did.
fine.
Oh, well.
Hey, we're next to each other again.
Yay, besties.
Santa.
It's Santa.
He does exist.
What a treat.
My parents were right all along. It doesn't matter what that old gypsy woman said.
You're supposed to call them old traveller women.
Are you?
I don't care. I don't give a shit. Pipe dream.
Okay, that's a hill to that's a sentence you said. I feel like fictitious.
I would stop.
Why have you always got to bring down the mood?
Bring down the mood.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you could yes and me and have a pretty
never
good time.
I can never just no. But how am I meant to yes and you saying you're not meant to do that?
But
Yes, and it turns out I'm a racist.
yeah, fair enough.
I just want to have a nice time,
Do you?
a little giggle.
Well, that's too
Claim
bad.
that I think Chris Pratt doesn't sound Italian enough to be Mario. And you're like, oh, it's just girls with those children. And you're like, what? No.
Yeah.
Just wahoo wiki. No, don't do this. You're making me sad, and it upsets me.
Good.
It's not good for entertainment. It's not good for my mental health. It's not good for my bowels.
For your bowels. I am more worried about
I've
your
not had a
bowels.
solid poop in 3 weeks.
Maybe you should stop putting value on what celebrities do then.
What? This is what you say.
Yeah.
You said the thing. You
Yeah.
were the one who said the thing that you said.
Yeah.
Why are these hammers here?
You can't blame me for the hammers.
No, I'm just asking you. Oh, it's probably because Whoopi Goldberg's a Nazi.
Is
Thanks,
she?
Liam.
Whoa, hot take. I had no idea. Well, I mean, she was in Sister Act, and, like, the Catholic Church have done some pretty awful things, so, yeah. I guess that checks
Yeah,
out.
but have you not seen The Sound of Music? Isn't that where the Catholic Church beats Hitler?
You know what? No, I haven't seen it, but I'm prepared to believe you.
Pretty sure that's what happens. Judy Garland's in it?
But maybe Judy Garland's a false flag operation.
Maybe Julie Garland's fake news.
That wouldn't surprise me. Guess who didn't make it?
I was a household name.
Were you?
I reached level 25.
What's level 25?
I am now, bitches.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention as to what was happening. But look, I've got so many points.
Mazel tov.
Thank you. Oh, and I can dress as a chicken now. Liam,
Wait, did you get knocked out?
Liam, I can dress. Huh?
Did you get knocked out?
Did I get locked out? No. Wait, yes. So did you.
Oh, I didn't know you got knocked out. I was waiting.
That's why I went R.
Oh.
That's why we went R at the same time.
Oh. I didn't notice.
You silly bollocks.
I thought you were mourning the loss of me, not once again being selfish.
I wasn't being I just unlocked shit. Where's my stuff?
I don't know.
Upgrade your season pass. I don't want to upgrade I need to upgrade a season pass to get rewards that I've earned.
Yeah. That's why this game
bullshit.
That's why this game is free. Because it's not free.
Why can't I use my point? Fine, I get barnacles when I reach level 26. I guess I'll get barnacles and a new hat.
Yeah.
I want a tail. I don't want a tail.
You don't want a tail?
I hate this game.
Do you?
Liam, press go so we can play.
Okay. Beep. Shall this be the last one?
We'll see how well we do.
It's more to do with the hard out that you said that you had.
Yes, my hard out has just become a soft out.
Oh, neat. Muzzle tough.
So we can do a couple more if you wish.
Well, alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
Do you know Jim Carrey killed a guy?
Did he?
No.
That's unusual for a Canadian.
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 Yeah, a bunch of murderers, all of them.
Did he?
No. Not that I know of.
Wasn't it Colin Farrell, like, ran down a load of people?
Could be. Absolutely could be.
Thingy Jenna ran a load of people over.
Yeah,
Everyone's just
yeah,
like,
they did.
Never mind.
Yep. Pretty much. That's what happens when you have money. You get to kill people.
So brave being a celebrity.
So brave. So hashtag brave. Got smushed.
That family lost their members. Yes, but did you think about the emotional impact of the car?
No, people very rarely think about the emotional impact on the car.
Difficult to buff out bone marks.
It is.
Hi, Liam.
Hi, Ben.
Liam, I'm nearby.
I see that.
Goodbye, Liam.
Farewell.
I'm not near you anymore.
No, I didn't realise there was a gap there. Hiya.
I'm number 4.
Wow. I know, I can hear the cheering coming through your mic.
There's a thing. There you go.
Yeah, I know how to play this game.
Push. Push. Okay. You keep getting hit by balls and all.
I was never going to make it.
Knowing how to play the game.
I was
You
never
said you
going
know
to
how
make
to
it.
play the game.
Yeah, I know how
You
to.
said
I'm just
you
not good at
play
it.
the game.
It's knowing how to do it isn't the problem. It's the actual execution of it.
It is the execution that, yeah.
I mean, you've
Oh,
got
that
an
guy does have big hands. Those
I
are
know.
lobster claws.
Well, there are big hands and lobster claws. Those are separate things.
Arguable.
Arguable.
Tundra run.
Oh no.
Navigate the frosty obstacles.
The frost buckles.
Excuse me while I might just do this very reckless and devil may care because you ain't playing and I feel
It's
bad
true.
playing without my
You
friend.
don't need to feel bad. I can watch and pass judgment and tell you what celebrities you like are terrible people.
No, because I think that we'll stop being friends if you keep ruining my life. I'm really, really putting a lot of energy into focusing on positivity. And my God, if you fuck up pleasurable activities for me by dragging the real world events of other people's lives into it, I will cancel you as my friend.
You know, I am sort of curious as to how that would go. But yeah, no, point
I'd
taken.
have more free time, but also be a lot lonelier.
Yeah. I think what it is I genuinely really struggle to separate art from artist, and I know that some people don't, and I think that's bully for them. I take it you're one of those people.
Otherwise, you're not. Well, no, because otherwise you cannot enjoy a single fucking thing in life.
Yes. No, I get that.
Would you like a coffee? No, because of all the slavery and rape babies.
Yeah. No, totally. But that is something that I struggle with, and I can't separate those things as much as I would really like to, and it does get down to a conversation of like, okay, I'm going to watch a film, it's got this actor in it, I know he did this terrible thing. Okay, how long is the actor in the film for? And can I put up with them for that long? And I would love to not do that, but I can't. But I need to stop making my problems other people's problems, which is a separate problem.
You do.
Separate problem.
I very much enjoyed that 70s show until my partner at the time went, so apparently that guy rapes.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, okay. Yes, that means that I cannot watch this show at all because it's a main character and there are a number of references to how he's wrong and going to end up in prison. And given that he's actually in prison...
The thing for me...
I only just still enjoy Father Ted because you can see the exact moment where Graham Linehan became a turf.
But also... what's handy with that is I don't think Graham Linehan was actually... Oh, wait, no, neither of us are in this, are we? I don't think he was actually that involved in writing. Or am I thinking of IT Crowd? There was one of the bigger shows...
IT Crowd is the one where Matt Berry's character goes out with the woman who he thought was from Iran, but who used to be a man.
But
hilarity ensues because
Yeah.
of gender conventions and stereotypical norms, and then they kick the living shit out of each other through the entire office building in a very cartoony, Looney Tunes / Dragon Ball Z sort of way. That's where people went, hang on, that's where that started happening, I think.
But there was... I can't remember if it was Father Ted or IT Crowd, but it was one of those that I think actually Graham Linehan wasn't that involved. No, it was Secret Third Option. Damn it, no, can't remember, not important. But
Black
it's...
Books?
Yes, Black Books, that is the one. Because he has a bit part in it quite early as well. Black Books is the one that actually he takes credit for but wasn't really involved in. He was kind of just like... You know when you have a big name as the exec producer because it unlocks doors for projects. I think it was basically that thing. It's the same as like...
And he's scooped himself in as a tiny part in each series as well.
It's the same thing as like Weinstein, where actually he has no real creative control. He just gave things money or not. So like...
Yes.
So actually it's easy enough to enjoy things that Harvey Weinstein was exec producing because there's no creative control there. So yeah, no, I think you're right. I think even though I struggle to separate art from artists, I think I need to not make that other people's problems. But I think that's because I'm a huge gossip.
I mean, it's fine gossiping.
Yeah. But no, when I very much had the tone of, Ben, you're wrong to like this thing because this.
Yeah.
Which I acknowledge was less good.
Oh no, you can't enjoy the raccoon thing because of a born-again Christian who's, what was it, compartmentalizing his disabled son or something like that. Well, no, I didn't do that.
No. And also, I want to point out
I also
that,
like John C. McGinley. That doesn't mean that I gave up an acting career to spend more time with my Down syndrome son.
I don't know who
that doesn't make me a good person because I liked him in Scrubs.
Yes. Something I do want to point out is I think the the disowning of the sun is something to do with his newfound religious beliefs. I wasn't just saying Christian bad. Those dots are connected. I want to get out in front of that. For the cancelling of me that I feel oncoming. I don't care. Try and cancel me. It's fine. Yes. Who's your favourite person, Ben? I'll tell you terrible things about them.
You are.
I once did a poo so large it broke 2 toilets.
How?
Oh, I didn't say I'd explain. I just said I'd give you the bare bones.
Were you eating bare bones? Is that what?
No, I was eating toilets.
Oh.
Yeah. Very
Well,
big
that would
day.
break the toilets. Yeah.
It would. Yeah. What's happening here? Is it a game where we go forward?
It's a party promenade. Or a party promenade.
Oh. Party promenade. There's a chicken next to me. Yeah.
I genuinely think that news should be nicer. Like, obviously, there is the thing of no news is good news, meaning that no news is a positive because it means that nothing bad's happened, and also meaning that no news can be good because it wouldn't be news otherwise. It wouldn't be report worthy.
Yeah.
But things like water on Mars and stuff, that's cool. Water on the moon. We've found more water under Earth than there is on Earth.
Yeah.
There's what else did I see? There was something cool. Mushroom computers. Sammy's been sending me some weird stuff.
Shocking.
So like computers that have mushrooms. So the substrate, the myocyte. I can't remember how to pronounce it.
That stuff. The mushroom bit.
The white fuzzy stuff that... Hey, I win. The white fuzzy stuff that is fungus.
Right.
The mushroom that is just like the fruit. So
Okay.
the webby white stuff,
Yeah.
that can be used to channel electricity and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot more positive. There's lots of positive and nice things. And I think if that was reported on more, then people would have a more positive outlook. Not everyone would be so miserable, and then more positive things would happen. Because
yes,
sometimes you wonder what the fuck is the point.
The
over 130 school shootings in America this year.
Yeah, and we're only in the first bit of the year. No, you're right. The thing is that people actively seek out bad news. Good news doesn't make money. It just doesn't. That's just a quirk of...
Just why tabloids like the Daily Mail and the Sun exist, and that's why they can print lies and not get closed down.
Because people are inherently fearful, so they need to have those fears justified, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Let me press a
now
button over here.
this moves. I remember this one. Are you in this one, or did you dead?
No, I dead.
Ah. Alright, I have to remember, because I biffed it on this one last time. Sorry, I interrupted what you were saying.
Oh, no, just quirk of humanity that we like bad news, and people are
I found out something interesting about J.K. Rowling the other day.
Just one thing.
Well, it's not so much about her, but about how she is or is not reported and why. So there's been a lot of Onion. You know the Onion?
I know the Onion.
The satirical news thingy.
Yeah.
Dead. She's been in a few of those recently. And it's to do because The Onion is, although online, it's set in Illinois.
Yeah.
The headquarters are in Illinois, I think. Somewhere in America where the laws of reporting are different than the laws of reporting over here. So
Right.
the reason J.K. Rowling being a transphobic piece of shit, or at least problematic, I think that's the nice... I worked in a Harry Potter shop. You had to say problematic because a transphobic piece of shit is easily transposed onto the people trying to support Rowling.
Yeah.
And no, they were transphobic pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, problematic is the word I choose to use for that.
Yes.
Because of our laws, he could sue for libelous.
Okay.
So you can't report on someone being a piece of shit, because then you have to go, this person's being a piece of shit. And then they can go, you called me a piece of shit because of the things I've done and said. I will sue you.
Right. Interesting.
Whereas there's bits of America where they're like, fuck off.
Yeah.
We have laws in our little bit of America that say we can say whatever the fuck we want as long as we're reporting things.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that on the flip side of that, you will also get Fox News, I suppose. That is the double-edged sword of free speech and reporting things.
Well,
You can
okay.
say that someone's being a problematic piece of shit, but then you can also say anything else you want.
There is a court case going against Fox News because of all the deaths they have caused through misinformation. That's
the point where you can
currently
get involved.
happening. What's interesting about Fox News is they, in order to get around mistruths and such, they advertise themselves as an entertainment network. Not news at all. It has the cadence of news, but they say that it's entertainment and that their presenters are entertainers, which is how they get around a lot of stuff. Sorry, I got distracted there. I had to block someone on YouTube for language that we do not tolerate.
I
So
want
that
to know
was
what the
nice.
language was. I was too
Lol.
busy being awesome at Fall Guys.
I'll tell you after. It's all good. Yeah.
Yo, no!
Oh, why do I suck at everything I try? Here we go. Now it's my time to shine. Yes.
No!
Oh,
No! I tried to bamboozle, but I was bamboozled myself.
that is something that happens. Oh, piss. God damn it.
Wait. Laters.
Latest potatoes.
Ow. My body!
You need that.
Bollocks to this shit. Yeah!
Dickhead.
Oh, it's a real pain in the ass when you jump wrong in the goo, because you take so long to fall down again.
Ah, wrong in the goo.
Yeah! I am qualified.
I am not that far away.
I'm not sure, DD. I think libel. What is it they say in that Spider-Man film? Spoken is slander, written is libel. I think there's a
Yeah.
difference between opinions and facts, because if you're doing what the Daily Mail do and just printing opinions as fact,
Yeah.
I mean, over here you don't get in trouble for it. You just have to, at some point, on a very small, difficult to find, obscure part of your website, put a tiny little thing going, oh yeah, we were wrong. 600,000 immigrants aren't flooding the shores every year to get £250,000 worth a year of benefits.
Yeah.
We made all that up.
Yeah, pretty
And that
much.
can be in the tiny, obscure corner of your website, and that is all that you'd have to do to avoid getting in trouble for having that as a headline.
It's
on the front page,
yeah.
which I believe the Daily Mail did do.
Well, yeah. I mean, the same organisation like did kind of deliberately got in the way of the whole phone hacking thing. That's the same. News International is the same.
Oh, where Piers Morgan hacked the phone of a dead child and then released.
Well, she wasn't.
Thing.
The thing is, she wasn't dead yet. They got information through phone hacking that could have saved a kid from dying. That was Piers Morgan. That was News International, which is owned by Murdoch, who also runs Sun and Daily Mail, I believe.
What are we meant to be doing?
We need to stay in the gold.
I fell.
The longer you're in the gold, the more points you get, the more attractive you are to potential mates, I think is the gist of it.
I love that. I love that for us. Oh, I've fallen so many times, though.
God, it is hard, though. What percentage are you on?
Thanks. 55.
55, god damn it.
70.
God damn it, Ben.
81! I've fallen.
How are you...
Right, so if you bounce, don't go for the swingy thing.
I wasn't
right
actually
of wherever
trying to. To the right.
To the right of wherever you spawn. I'm done. To the right of wherever
Incredible.
you spawn once you've fallen in, there's a bouncy thing. Yeah, do that.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
hang out there.
This is not so bad.
You're not getting anything.
Oh, I thought I was... Okay.
No, you were
Dickhead.
exterior. I was like, he's in the thing. Why isn't he getting it?
Because I thought, yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
I saw it wrong.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you so much. The better you are, the more attractive you become. That's how it works in Fall Guys. Sort of, because then you get your pick of the closet. In terms of...
The pick of the closet.
Pick of the closet. That's the phrase. That's the phrase that people use.
Your outfit?
Yes.
Or the people who haven't come out yet?
No, the clothes. I'm, of course, talking to clothes.
Talking to clothes.
The Swiveler.
The Swiveler. I'm so ready to... Oh, I'm not ready to swivel. I need to pee.
Ha!
Liam,
It's right, this can be our last round if you want.
I do have a big cup here.
Very proud of
Oh,
you.
do.
You're not currently on screen, so... Oh, piss. Down I go.
I don't know why I'm running so much.
Wow, that was easy. I mean, for you.
Do I win?
Is it literally just because I got eliminated? Wow. Wow. I feel good.
I would have loved if it was just you, but no, another 4 people went.
Yeah. Incredible.
Yeah, we can make this the last one.
Good. I will sit here politely and watch.
Thank you.
Yay, crack and slam.
Another crack and slam.
Oh boy.
Let's do this.
Let's do that.
Right, so I do have a strategy for this. I don't know if it does anything.
What's your strategy?
Jump on all the things.
Is that a strategy?
Well, I think it makes them fall, so it makes it difficult more for other people.
I think only the ones that are crosses fall.
Yeah, so jump on them twice. And then they start to fall, and then it fucks it up for other people.
Fall guys. But if it's more difficult for other people, is it not also more difficult for you?
Yeah. See?
Yep. Well, good. That was fun.
I told you, I made it more difficult for other people.
You did,
I don't
you
care
did.
who wins.
You did. Let's...
I'm just happy to be involved.
Are you?
Yeah!
It's very
Nice
noble of
points.
you.
Thank you.
Uh,
I still don't know what the stars do. I don't know what the star dots do.
no, I have no idea. Some sort of something. All right, let's.
I'll take my happy. Hey, I got a crown. I got 2 crowns.
Let's wrap up, I guess.
Let's. I'm a bouncy bean.
You're a bouncy bean, are you? That's good.
Yeah. Right, thanks for listening.
Ben,
Join us.
what movie should people go see?
You should go and see Cocaine Bear, Dungeons and Dragons. You should see The Whale.
Oh yeah, The Whale.
Yeah, that's what I've seen recently.
That'll do. Folks, there is a new episode of the podcast out now on all of your apps. Go listen to it. It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Absolute pleasure, DD. Great to have you here. Really glad that you decided to get up at the crack of ass dawn. We will be back in 1 month. The first Sunday of... I'm going through my diary. The first Sunday of... No, we
March.
won't.
May.
No, we won't, Ben.
Am I on holiday?
Hang on. No, I went too far. We are back the first Sunday of May. It's the next one that will be a couple of days early, but that's fine. It's not a problem yet. Don't worry about it. Stop it.
Fine.
It is fine for the moment. New episodes of the podcast every Sunday. It's a bloody good show.
Sunday.
Conversation
All
hat.
of them.
Do a Google. Leave us a review. Say nice things or else. Yeah. Alrighty.
I'm going to pee now.
Wow. Pee now. I'm not. I'm going to sit here.
I hope you all have a lovely Sunday.
Yeah. Enjoy. Or else.
I'll see you later.
Toodles. I just don't want to. Thank you for the invite to your social soiree. I read through the specifics and have nothing to say. For the entrees sound delicious and desserts they look just fine. I'm anxious and introverted but would feel rude to decline. I'll make non-committal noises regarding your social soiree. It's not the most convenient time, nor the most convenient day. And if you mention it once more to me, I'll run away down the street. I don't want to go to your blood.